Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Gran Turismo live stream. I am your host, as always, Panic at the Tesco, and we are here this Sunday evening previewing the Italian Grand Prix for the Formula One next week. We're going to show all the drivers who crashed today in the Formula One how it's done by setting the standard here at Monza. We have got a reduced field, admittedly. We've got 7 cars taking part tonight, myself included. One of the smaller fields we've had, the minimum is actually 7 before we actually just call it off. And we've got a new face. Everyone say hello to the Saint. And I need to promise, for those who know me, that I am not also the Saint. I'm not racing 2 cars in the same race here. Because, yes, my username outside of my YouTube channel is also Saint. So, yes, I'm not that guy either. But he is new. Say hello to him. We'll be interested to see how he gets on. He's been drafted in. He's never driven the car or the track. And he's only got 5 minutes to learn it. I am going to just pause the stream just for a moment because before I drive, and we have got 50 minutes of racing, 10 minutes of qualifying ahead of us. So, without further ado, I need to lose some weight. I'll be back in a second, and promise, don't time me, that will just be awkward. And welcome back. Why am I saying welcome back? You should all be saying welcome back to me. Yes, I'm back. I'm not going to do the usual thing this race where I send out the link to everyone on social media and... Oh, hang on. I've got background noise. My phone's talking to me. Right, sorry, fix that. Professional streamer, honest. I nearly got a consent strike for having Linus Tech Tips on in the background. Yes, I'm not going to do the thing where I send out the social media link this time. The reason being that I want to see how many loyal fans I've got. So I can see one person watching already. Thank you to that one person. You didn't. You clearly hit the bell icon. So massive thumbs up, buddy. And I will try and reward you with an entertaining 50 minutes of me wittering on, because we've got some very long straights here as well. Not much happens down the straights, well, until the race at least. So I'll try and keep it interesting, and we'll have a good go. A bit of a preview of how I think I'm going to do. This guy here is probably going to win, Mr. Stormfly, because he is a bit faster than me. He's able to crank in laps that are sort of 148.8, 148.9, 148.7s. My best lap is a 148.9. That said, in practice, I have had a 148.3. We're not going to tell him this. We're just going to try and do it in qualifying. It needs a perfect lap. It needs a lot of luck. But I have had, in practice, God as my witness, a 148.3. Now I've just realised we are also missing someone, and that is Dizzy Rip. He was practicing in the week. I'm just going to put in the chat, where's Dizzy? Where's Dizzy? Because he was practicing with me all week, and he wouldn't be practicing if he wasn't going to take part in the race. and I find that a bit odd. So hopefully we can wait for him to join. It will be a bit of a shame if he doesn't join. But we're also missing some other people that you'll recognise. We are missing... who else? Raise your hand if you're not here. Mystic Clegg is... We've now got the most hilarious name on the grid. So yeah, we are missing a few people. By the way, if you can... Yes, we're going to move qualifying back by 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I might just give Dizzy a quick call. I'm just going to ring his phone, but so that his phone rings. And there we go. I'm not going to actually call him because I'm on stream, but I just want to make sure that he knows and that he's not forgot or something. Don't know what might be going on. It'll be a shame if we've got another person down for the race. We were at a point of thinking of merging this race with the league above us and having one combined race. But there's a lot of logistic problems when we do that. Mainly the fact that the league above are in a different championship and in a different car. And we're sharing the track. And the cars are not equally balanced, that's for sure. Might be in our favour, I don't know. Aston Martin is famously fast down the straights. This is a track where the straights really matter, but I don't know. Also, I apologise for the sound cutting out in some of the previous streams. I know the sound quality is better now than it used to be, but I know we still have some problems. Let me, in fact, just play... Oh, it turns out the microphone's already on full power anyway. Yeah, if you can hear me, do just put a word in the chat. And I know that reveals who you are, and I don't know who any of my viewers are, but I would just appreciate it because I don't get any on-screen feedback whether you lot can hear me. And imagine if I spoke to myself for an hour. It would be just like being at work. That's all I do at work. So don't make me do an hour of work. Yeah, maybe I should be going out and practicing driving whilst talking. Let's just go out for a quick recce. Oh, bloody hell, he's putting a 1:48.3. He's going to win. Damn it. Yeah, that's a hell of a lap. Mind you, he might be on very low fuel by the time he's done that lap. Oh, I always forget that when you go out of the pit lane here, you've got really cold tyres, and even the soft tyres take some switching on. I think the key for the race will be managing the fuel. This is the most fuel-intensive track on the whole season. I'm just looking at the leaderboard, just seeing where I sit, and Frowny is actually very close to me, pace-wise. I don't know where Peter is. I should also say my goal for the race, by the way. My goal for the race is very, very conservative. I just want to finish 4th or higher. I will be giving it some to try and finish a bit better than that, especially because we've only got 7 people here. But anyway, the reason for that is just because championship-wise, I am currently leading the championship, and there's no extra benefit to me winning this championship. The top 3 people promote at the end of the season. Why is that justification for driving slower? I'm not going to be driving slower. I'm just not going to be worrying if I drive fast. I'm just going to be relaxed. I'm going to enjoy it tonight. I'm going to give it my all. But I'm not going to push myself to the ends of the earth for a result. Yeah, I'm basically just going to try and have a nice, tidy, consistent, sort of attractive looking drive. No silly mistakes. And no silly battles. So coming down into turn 1, braking just before the 100, piling the brakes on, and I nearly followed Peter, and this is not how you take turn 2. That was way too deep, but I will adjust that for the qualifying lap. I am starting to think to myself, I really should be wearing glasses, because my eyes are already straining to see the brake boards as I'm coming down here. Braking at the gap in the fence. And then spin the car around and wave at the crowd. Hello! That's what you do. And then you reverse out. You pull up to the window and order a Big Mac, just here, and then you get going. And that way, no one will suspect that you've just spanned the car. Yeah, that's what I mean, though. I don't want to have any silly moments like that in the race, right? I can have them in qualifying because I get a couple of attempts to qualify. By the way, another thing for qualifying, I'm just going to spam you with facts here, is we've got 10 minutes of qualifying. A lap is 1 minute 50. That means I have to get my ass out and get out of the pits here. I am first on track. Most of the time at this track, that's a bad thing because you're just going to tow everyone round. I prefer a clean track just because I've got less distractions. I don't like all that sort of, you know, try and get a slipstream, try and get the optimum lap. It's a bit like distracting, and the last thing you want is to be in someone's tow and then they get in the way in the fast part, like in the slow parts of the track. So I'm just going to try and get my reference point down here. Too early that time, but I'd rather do that and then build up the pace. This track is all about slow in, fast out. It's a traditional racetrack. I feel like I'm taking that faster than Stormfly, but I haven't seen whether he's ramped it up yet. He might be taking that a bit better now. And Frowny gone out way behind everyone, actually, I think. I noticed it said he was on hard tyres. I might change my brake bias. I feel bad, actually, because I said to the new guy who's just joined, put it on 5 rear. This is probably the only track which doesn't need 5 rear, in my opinion. You've got lots of heavy braking in a straight line here, and if you put the bias to the rear, your rear brakes aren't as big as the fronts. So you are going to be braking a bit earlier if you put the bias to the rear. I'm probably not a good enough driver for that to be the limiting factor. The other thing I hate, by the way, is these shadows. It makes it really bloody hard to see your braking points when you're in the shadows like this. Way too early on the brakes, but neat and tidy. Try and get a good exit. That was not a good exit. So this isn't going to be the lap, but it could be a lap. I'm hoping I've got enough in hand to bag second, and then we'll think about Stormfly afterwards. So using all the track there. I picked up a lot of understeer there. I've got to be careful here because Stormfly is actually kind of close to being in my tow. Yeah, just watching him behind me. I've watched him and I'm more aggressive than him, but it doesn't pay off. That's where he's gaining time, is that he's actually just taking these corners probably 5% slower than me, but having really good exits, whereas I'm just going hell for leather. 1:49.5, terrible. Yeah, he's getting 1.2 seconds off. Okay, I can do better than that though. Jesus Christ, his lap's fast. I'm just going to end up towing him round here. No, I'm not. Now, he doesn't want to tow me, but I made a mistake, which means that, yeah. Oh, he definitely doesn't want to tow me. He does not want to tow me at all. He's slowing right down. But I'm not interested in it. I'm really not. Yeah, this'll do. This is a nice distance. Yeah, I've ruined any chance of a tow now because I've got an awful exit. So this is not tidy, and I need, now I've got basically 2 laps here to put in a really good lap. I'm going to be down the order here. This is a lovely tow. This is almost like I've planned this. In fact, I'm gaining too much on him. Seven tenths up on my personal best. I don't care about beating Stonefly though. Yeah, he's a lot faster than me through there. But 7 tenths up in the first sector, that'll do. If I can get the tow down here, I've got a chance at pole, because I was still purple there. Come on. Tow me, tow me, tow me, tow me. I'm taking the longer route to the line, so is he. Oh, that's so harsh. He doesn't like that. I feel bad about that. Oh, that was genius. It was actually unintended. The reason I pulled aside was not to get his toe, it was just because I'd had a terrible lap. But I'm going to keep pushing just to see if I can beat that personal best. That was faster through there, that's for sure. I'm fairly confident that I'm at least going to get second place now. Yeah, that toe was making such a difference. But that was a lot faster as well. Imagine if I've done this on the lap that I did have the toe. I think there is some credit to me here, right? Because I had to put the lap together. It wasn't just, you know, he's given me pole. This is the last lap. And I just want to do this to say that I can do a good lap. That was dodgy. I got wheel spin in between the two apexes, which I've not really had before. I've had wheel spin on the exit, I've not had it between the apexes. Yep, and we're just going to go back to the pits and wait it out. Let's go on board. I think Stormfly might have given up. Oh, he's actually... he's binned it. I'm going to put it in the chat now. I mean, I don't know. I don't care if he believes me or not. Oh dear. Oh, that is such a dirty, not dirty, but unfair thing to do. He'll get me in the race. Yeah, race will be pain. That's what I'm going to put. Oh my god, I don't believe I've just done that. That is like the randomest pole I've ever had. I wasn't driving well at all. I just was nowhere near confident with the car. I think I'm hoping that the car should kind of come to me during the race. Oh, the wind. Ah, yes, it could be the wind. I blame everything on the wind, but it could be the wind. The wind is different from... We had a crosswind in practice. We've got a headwind. Sorry for burping on camera, by the way. I hope you didn't hear that. Tonight's drink of the race, by the way, is Vimto Zero. But it's not zero emissions because it makes me burp. A purple drink for a purple lap. I think that's the trick there, is if you want to go purple, you need to drink Vimto. I will try to keep up the quality insight into the racing as we go, but I'm going to have Stormfly trying to, trying to follow me. No. He will pass me. This is guaranteed. I am not leading Stormfly for more than a lap, I am sure. And if he does get a run on me, I'm not going to fight him. There's just no point. I don't need to win the race. And I'll try and give you an interesting race on stream. Yeah, how about that? I'll try and make it interesting, but I'm not gonna roll over, but I'm not gonna go like crazy trying to block him and stuff. There's just no point. What next? That's the question. What next? Strategy, race strategy. Well, we're not going to know. Oh, hang on, let me get a screenshot of the results. I always do this. Hey, we don't need 2 pages this time because there's only 7 of us. How about that? You know what? If That's Life had taken part, it would have guaranteed his best result of the season. Hey, you're probably watching. I don't mean that. I'm messing with you, mate. Or it should be, if I was taking the piss, I'd be like, well, at least Frowny can't come worse than 7th. And he's safe tonight because That's Life's not around to murder him. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to randomly take the mediums because I'm a boring old fart. Oh, I bet your Stormfly takes the hards. You know what, I'm going to do a silly thing. This is dumb, with a capital D. But I'm going to try it. Why not? Because Stormfly's going to get past me anyway. And then there's a good chance Enzo will get past me, and Frowny. I don't actually, where were they compared to me? 49.6, 49.7. Enzo put in a hell of a lap there, actually. That was faster than any of his practice laps. He's a guy who can really get out a lap time when he needs to. Yeah, so I've got a bit of a race on my hands here, because those were some decent qualifying times. But we're not going to know what tyres anyone's on. And I'm starting on the hards from pole. What can go wrong? Well, what can go wrong is cold tyres into turn 1. This is going to be horrible in turn 1. I might put traction control on. I will. I'm going to put traction control on. N1. Brake bias. Radar. I'm talking Italian very badly. Sorry to my Italian friends, I've just realised I've got Italian viewers. Pick your braking point into turn 1. Nice and tidy. Good exit. I think Stormy the Fly got a bit of wheel spin. We'll turn traction control off after the first lap. Mustn't forget to fuel save. Yeah, he's going to get past me already. But I think this is kind of the plan. Yeah, don't fight him too hard. Because this is where I want to be now. Slipstreaming. Sorry for weaving, Enzo. I was trying not to hit Stormfly. Got to just stay in that tow, otherwise Enzo's going to eat me alive. This is a stupid strategy. I don't know why I did this. And I've lost the tow. So, it was going to happen. Short shifting, got to watch that fuel. And yeah, this is where Enzo's going to be able to save a lot more fuel than me down here. God, these hard tyres are bloody useless. Decent exit though. Kept the gap back to him. Just try and make it hard for him to follow me. Hello viewer, we're up to 4 people now. Hey, not bad to say I've not advertised the stream like I normally do. The Stormfly is buggering off, but God knows what tyres he's on. That was better. Mind you, Enzo took time out of me there. I thought that was really good. Let me check my fuel. 6.4 laps. I don't know. I can't do the maths. I try and be more talkative, but at the same time, these hards are bloody tricky. Whoa! Back end, wanting to step out. I think I have used too much fuel. Either I've used way too much or way too low. 6 laps remaining. Gone deep. Held it together and actually somehow even managed to pull a bit of a gap. Yeah, we are going to be weaving down this straight. It's Monza. And he's gone wide. But he's managed to hold it. I just really don't want to be giving a tow. He's got a great exit this time. And I think we're using more fuel here than what we do normally because of the headwind. I think that's going to be a penalty for me, and I'm certainly going to have to defend anyway. Try and get on the power nice and early though. That's nice. Giving myself a tiny bit of breathing space. But I don't think I've done enough fuel saving here. Five laps. Yeah. Okay, I need to be on 5 laps when I cross the line. Well, lap times are kind of consistent-ish. I'm 0.2 laps down on fuel, so I can work with that. Oh, he's had a mistake. And that's him out of the tow. He's catching me back up. I think he might be on mediums. I should have maybe just let him through and just drafted him. Because yeah, he's caught me back up already. And he's already following my slipstream. I was a bit out of shape through there. Yeah, he's just genuinely a lot faster than me right now. I'm a bit tight here. It's going to delay me on the power. This will be his chance. I'm not too bothered about defending it. We'll make him go around a long way though. Terrible exit. He's going to probably have a lunge here. God, it's made the race more entertaining for me. I'm hoping that if he realises that I'm on, well, if he's not on hard tyres, you know, it'll be soul destroying for him. Because I'm holding him up a lot, but this could be saving him so much fuel. I think he does want to get past me. This is his chance. He's forced me wide. Well, he's not forced me wide. But I will just take the slipstream. And I'm on 3 laps now. 7, 8, 9. And we're back past. I wonder if he is just playing a fuel-saving game. Some strategy coming into this. Because that was a very easy pass. He could have defended that so easily, and he didn't. But we're back on our fuel number now. That was a mistake from me. He must be like, what's he doing? He's driving so bad. Yep, I'm not intentionally driving across the middle of the track there. I just don't have any bloody grip. The car's absolutely awful on these hards. But I think we've recovered the fuel. We're going to lap 9. And his turn to drop a bit of time through there. Sunfly's buggered off, but hey, if he's on softs, that would be hilarious, because then he's going to be screwed in a bit. I got pole anyway, there's a point for pole position. So we have hit our fuel number, that's for sure. God, that exit is so horrible. But the car is maybe feeling a little bit better. I've not really driven well, especially through this corner here. I fancy myself through these corners. Maybe turned in slightly too early that time though. Enzo did well. Take a sip of Vimto. Yeah. This is just totally a slipstream battle. Thanks, pal. Well, say thanks. I cocked that up. We've cost each other time here on Stormfly, by the way. We've basically gifted Stormfly the win. I can maybe push a little harder on the fuel on the way into the pits. Yeah, can rev it out a little bit now, use a bit more power. I can hear his tyres screeching in the background, actually. I could literally, in the corner of my ear, hear it. Well, I've got full fuel down here now. I've actually over-saved slightly. Stormfly stayed out. How? Okay. Oh, he was on hards. Oh, crap. So that was all genuine. I think I made a mistake just hitting softs there then. Neither of us know what we're about to take, but we're about to find out. I was just not driving those hards very well then. He's on mediums, okay. Yeah, Enzo might have actually got me here. But I'm just going to try and save fuel behind Vodka Rob. Oh, Enzo got boxed in. I nearly went into Vodka Rob. You know, if I was being clever here, I'd tow him down the straight. But now the plan is just to make sure that Enzo can't get in my slipstream. Which he is doing, which is a bit annoying. That's it, that's the tow broke. He's sitting in it a little bit. Yeah, this is annoying. He's literally able to keep up with me in the tow. Bugger. Oh shit. Well, he's definitely in my tow now. I'm in trouble here. He's got more speed than me down these straights, and I think the reason is because he's short shifting at the end of them rather than at the start. But he's doing something clever. He's playing with his fuel map or something. Yeah, I don't feel the favourite here because I'm on the soft tyres, they're faster. But I'm not pulling away. Slow on the exit there. Yeah, he's definitely doing something with his fuel different to me. Because he's able to catch me basically down every straight. Look at that. No matter what I do, he's catching me down the straights. I mean, I'm not saving fuel and he's not really in my slipstream that much. I wonder if he's just trying to, like, stay in it for as long as he can, and then he'll start saving fuel. Don't know. That was way better than I've been taking that. Finally. Right, we've got a gap. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a penalty for that. I might do, and then it's game over. Please, please, please let me off. It's let me off. So now I've got to keep outside of his slipstream range. Damn, I missed the fastest lap by 28 thousandths. Oh no, that was my best lap, wasn't it? But the problem now as well is that the medium tyres actually become faster than the softs about halfway through the stint. Track limits, yep. Knew that one. That one I knew. He's going to be right on me now. And you'll see that I've got a penalty. I don't know whether I'm racing against Frowny. Frowny could be on something weird with his strategy. I don't know why. I took the bloody hards. But I've not really been driving that well either here. Yeah, this will put him right on me. Unless he got one as well. Nah, he didn't. And I'm low on fuel here. 4 laps left, and I need to do all 4 of them. I've stayed out of his slipstream range. Nah. I'm not driving well. That chicane, I've been terrible every lap except one. And now I've got the horrible task here of saving fuel. I mean, that was alright. I drove that quite well, I think. 3.1 laps of fuel. What's he doing? I don't know what he was doing there, but he is in my toe. Yeah, I think he's going to have me in this next stint. He might even have me in this one because the tyres are dropping off now. I'm very happy to have got pole, even if it was a bit naughty how I got it. I am wondering how much I can follow him around and return him the favour. So I've got 2 more laps on these tyres, these awful tyres that have now worn out. Try and break the toe this way. We've pulled the fuel number back. Just about. We've also caught Stormfly a bit as well. But yep, just persistently giving Enzo a tow around the track every lap. I'm not sure he'd be as close to me otherwise. Missed that apex, but just about gathered it up. He's got a run on me yet. I can hear his tyres screeching again behind me. And I'm going to have dead tyres on this lap. So what I've basically done is I've basically just given Enzo the benefit of being towed around for 9 laps on tyres that were not as good as mine. An amazing strategy. I think we can all agree that was not the most intelligent move, but if I had have stuck on the mediums, he would have still followed me around. Yeah, gotta let him have it. He was ahead into the braking area, nothing I can do. But now it's my turn to follow in your toe. See how you like it. Oh, you can shift so early. I hit the grass. Jesus, that's just cost me second place. New guy, I'm sorry mate, but there's a better way to get out of the way than that. Well, he basically didn't. He just parked it on the bloody apex. So now I've got Mission Impossible. Got to get back in his toe, and he's going to be on faster tyres. How do I solve this one? We've got a nice gap over Frowny at least. So it's a race for third and second. I'll be happy with third, but I'm gonna take full fuel this time, not 99 litres like last time. But it does feel like my car wasn't as fast down the straights as his, but I think he could just be doing something clever on the fuel that I've not thought of. So 2.3 seconds to catch. It's already up to 2.5. Gosh, yeah. Well, he's on soft tyres, isn't he? But that, with the blue flags, it's a shame. It's ruined a really good end to the race, that. And I don't know. I don't want to be harsh on everyone, but he's not in our league. As in, literally, he's not part of the championship, and he's getting lapped. And he just parked his car on the apex. And cost me, you know, tons of time. So I'm not happy. But I'm also just really unhappy with my driving today. It's not been good enough. I've given Enzo an easy chance. Yeah, let me try and get some rhythm now, because you know what I've just noticed as well, the wind's changed again. This might be good for fuel, but 3.4 seconds behind now. I needed that toe, and I would have had a chance of getting it if it wasn't for that bloody blue flag back marker. I'm not far off his pace. All I can hope is that his tyres run out. And that I hopefully regain a bit of composure. I'm down on my fuel delta, but yeah, only a tiny bit, and it is normal, I think, for the first few laps. 150.577 is decent. That's about what I've been doing in practice. But losing even more time on him now. I've lost all motivation here, I'll be honest. I'm just gonna drive around and see what happens. Well, that was perfect. Well, I still didn't make a dent in him. Got a bit of understeer there, a bit wide. Yeah. I've just not got no rhythm tonight. But it's not the end of the world coming third with Enzo in second. The reason is that he's third in the championship. If I actually want to win the championship, then the person to watch out for is Brownie. Who is gaining on me, by the way. It's a bit worrying. But I can do nothing about his pace here. We've got blue flags, so who are we... If this is this guy again, I'm just going to be a bit ruder this time. That was crap for me. Man, I don't think it has cost me the race. I've cost myself the race. I've not turned up today. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. I can say hand on heart that I haven't really practiced for tonight. Yeah, my lap times are consistent-ish, just not fast enough. I think after the race, obviously I'll see what Enzo was doing on his fuel. Because he's doing something, because he was faster than me down every straight, even when he wasn't in the slipstream. So he's found a way to drive that car more economically than me. Briefly gained half a second on Enzo there. I mean, if I can keep doing that, I'm in. It was a personal best first sector as well for me. Personal best second sector as well. Enzo's already got away again. I mean, I know that on his softs they will start losing time. Still hitting my fuel number. Feels like I'm in this slipstream here. Get out of my effing way! Oh my... Fuck you! Honest! Sorry for that, but Sorry, you know, obviously I've got a microphone on at all times. What is that guy's problem? Well, he knows how I feel now because of the door banging. That has cost me another second. Oh, absolutely ridiculous for someone to join the league who's not in the competition, get lapped, and then just not get out of the way on the corner exits. It's twice on a corner exit that he's just sort of sat there. The right thing to do there, and when you're being lapped, is pull to the left. Do you know what's really annoying now as well is I'm actually gaining a little bit on Enzo here. There's no way that I'm gonna do anything now to the end of the race, but it should be 4.6 seconds, not 5.6. I've made a mistake there. That was on me. See, I don't. You see, you know that. Look, I've lost like 3-4 tenths there. That's fine. That's on me. That's just me not driving very well. But that was just amateur. And I know it's very ugly when people listen back to it, but you've got to realise that there's guys in the championship here, we're racing, and it's just, yeah, it seems to be a recurring theme as well. We had it a lot in the Super Formula, people just ignoring blue flags. Maybe they think that their car is ghosted, so you can just drive through it, because I know on some other games that's what happens. Like if you play Formula 1, I think it... Oh! I've had a steering wheel disconnect, so it wasn't going to happen anyway. Steering wheel's gone again. I'm just going to try and bring it home. Just going to bring it home. It's this, yeah, I'm not changing the settings on the steering wheel myself there. The game's just doing it for me. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a fault with the hub of the wheel. It gets faulty signals occasionally. So that would have ruined any battle we had anyway. But yeah, I think overall though, my performance tonight's not been good enough anyway. I said I was going to have a chilled out, relaxed drive. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna beat myself up too much. I mean, it's third place at the end of the day. There are a lot of people who'd kill for third place. But yeah, a bit emotional with that, with the traffic. It's more the fact that it happened twice. The first time, I was like, well, I didn't say it, but I was thinking, well, in fairness, I have just reached you at the worst possible place.
I think we do need to, like, when we invite people in future, need to, like, give them, like, a really clear instruction that they're not in the race and not to get involved in anything that might impact the championship. You know, it's there really just to give us enough numbers so that we've got a proper race going ahead, because we don't want to race with, you know, an empty grid. There is the other question about why the grids are empty in the first place, but I don't want to get into that on a live stream. I've got my own personal thoughts on it. It's not the time and place to discuss them. Tell you what, if there was more people on the grid tonight, I'd have probably just finished even lower. This was like one of my worst races of the season. Oh well, at least I got pole. And third place is now looking like a certainty, unless my steering wheel does something very odd. You know what, I've thought of a really good excuse for my driving, and it's kind of half true, is the shadows. I really struggle with Monza when the shadows are across the track, because it puts all of your reference points in the dark. I mean, it's the same for everyone, but I do find like I'm straining my eyes to see the brake boards that I usually use as a reference, because they're underneath trees. I'm going to Monza in October, so I will go and have a look at the trees and I'll maybe chop some of them down. But anyway, sorry for the outburst there. That was... Well, you know, if you put a microphone in the mouth of any racing driver, like Max Verstappen or whoever, they're always going to run the mouth. I'm over it. I'm more annoyed at my own driving, really. But in terms of championship, it's not going to really make a difference. I'm still leading the championship from Frowny. Enzo will have caught us a little bit. Enzo needed this result actually, because he's racing against Stormfly in a race for 4th and 3rd, and only the top 3 go up. The race time actually a lot slower than what I did in practice. So I did a 50 minute 36, so 20 seconds faster than that in practice. But as I say, that's what I'm saying. I didn't bring my A game there. I really didn't. So it is what it is, and we will head out now to the lobby. I'll try not to be too mean to that guy. He's a new guy, but I was a bit... Ugh. It was a bit ridiculous, so I'll have a polite word with him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed a bit of a spicier stream. We've got the last race of the season coming up next weekend at Spa. It's a race with variable weather and lots of strategy as well. Hopefully no silly slipstreaming. I think this race was a bit unique in that respect as well. Just following each other in the slipstream was so powerful. But I'm not going to rate it as one of my classics. Did I enjoy it? I hope you enjoyed it more than I did. That's what I'll say. Have a good night, and I will see you midweek for Super Formula and on Sunday for the season finale, which I might bring to you in VR, depends how I'm feeling. See you next time. Thank you, and good night.